Welcome to another episode of Business Beat with me, Odette. Today we will be delving into the world of paint. Yes, colors, paint. And I'm not talking about the science of paint, and I'm not also talking about the art of paint. I'm talking about what happens if paint is your passion and you have a side hustle that you want to grow into a real business. Is it even possible? With me today is a young man who started his side hustle manufacturing paint from a shack in Shoshanguwe, and now he is a fully fledged business supplying paint for residential use as well as big industrial use. Rodney, welcome.
Thank you so much, Odette.
I am fascinated by your story. So you went to university to study chemical engineering.
Yes, yeah, actually I did a BSc in chemistry and biochemistry,
Okay.
and then I focused also, I did my honors in polymer chemistry.
Okay.
And then currently I'm just finishing my master's in paint chemistry.
So as part of your studies, you went to work for a big motor manufacturing company, right? And this is where your fascination for paint came about. And you started making paint in a shack in Shoshanguwe, right?
Yes.
And then you started selling this? Who did you sell the paint to?
We started by making detergent initially, because actually the problem is that I was not able to finance the paint company straight away, but I started with the cleaning detergent, and then from then, when we have seen that we have already made some revenue, we started to do some pamphlet, and then those pamphlet we dropped them like door to door, and then we're telling people that we manufacture paint, and then from there people they started to come to us now. They say that they started to make orders, and then we started to distribute this pamphlet before we can even make maybe the first batch of paint.
Oh wow!
And then we've started to market our paint to different people.
Yeah.
And then I still remember our first project. It was at Artridgeville, and then they wanted us to come and paint the house, paint the walls, paint the roof. And then as soon as they gave us the deposit, that's when then we used that money, and then we went buy the raw material. Yeah.
So I think that's what a lot of people think, right? So
Yes.
paint is a painter. Need to hire somebody to paint the walls and then get the paint. So people came to you to paint the house, but you offered the service of making the paint.
Most of the big brands, you find that like maybe they will tell us that their paint maybe is 10 years guarantee, 12 years guarantee, 15 years guarantee. But if maybe you go and buy that paint and then within 3 years that paint start to peel off,
Yes.
you cannot go to them and then claim that this paint is not doing what you have said that it will do. Because they will tell you that maybe you have used, the people that you have used, they are not qualified applicators and everything.
Oh,
but for us now,
goodness.
the thing that we decided is that we are going to provide the whole package. We'll give you our paint, which will give you a guarantee, and then we'll also give you our paint applicators that we have trained, that we know that if anything happens, and then we're going to take the full responsibility. That's when then we have decided to take this route, yes.
When did you decide, okay, now I'm cutting my salary and I'm focusing on the side hustle because I want to make the side hustle a business?
Actually, I had a 20-year plan that I did when I was still studying my BSc. On my 20-year plan is that I've told myself that I'm only going to work for the maximum of 5 years. When I went back, because I normally go and check my 20-year plan. Now then I saw that now this is the time that I need to go, because I've already passed the first 5 years and then the second 5 years, and then it was that I need to be full-time now. And then I've just told myself that if I delay longer, I'm not going to quit my job. And then from that point, I decided that I'm going to quit my job. And then from that day, I've never regretted since I've quitted my job. Yeah.
There are definite steps that I think I'm hearing from you in your journey as a businessman. It started with you got an education. The second thing is you were willing to go and be like an apprentice and learn everything you could from big business. But you had a time frame.
Yes.
You were going to do this, you were going to make your brain a sponge, and you were going to take everything into your brain so that you could go into the next stage, which is to now implement that. I'm also hearing from you that whilst you knew you wanted to get into paint, you couldn't afford it.
Yes.
So you started with detergents.
Yes. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you've got a dream and a vision and you have to start somewhere else to get there.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm also hearing that you did door-to-door pamphlets.
Yes.
You literally went from house to house knocking on people's doors.
Yes.
before you even made 1 tin of paint.
Yes, yeah.
Offering the service, that is very, very brave. And determination. Yeah. So, is it an expensive thing for a regular person to be able to come to you and say, I need to paint my home? Or is this really a service that you offer for big business? Is it for everyone?
Our business, actually, we do it for everyone. And also our service, they are very competitive because we provide our own paint, and then we also provide the people. Because if maybe like I'm coming to do the project like at your house, we come with everything. Like, we don't want maybe the customer maybe to be stressing about maybe they didn't buy maybe something, but we come with the whole range of things that they will be needed. That's why first, and then we come and observe and check the condition of the place where it needs to be done, so that we can know that the day that we are going to start this project, and then we have all different type of things. And also maybe the other thing that is very, very important is that when it comes to paint application, the most important part is the preparation part. But even though maybe you use a very expensive paint, and then if your preparation is not done properly, and then you are just going to waste that paint. The preparation is the most crucial process of the paint application.
So if you had a message to give to young people who are feeling a little bit hopeless, what would your words of wisdom be?
The most important thing is that start small but thinking big. And then you can start small, thinking big.
I love that.
And then how do you do that? First, and then in the communities that we are living, we need young people or anyone in the community, we need to understand what are the gaps that maybe we need to bridge in the community. What are the problems that the communities are facing? And then from those challenges that you notice, you need to understand now, is the money in these problems where people are and then are facing like on a daily basis. And then from there, bring solutions. And then by bringing solution, you are going to be bringing solution to the community, vice versa, and then you'll be also be making money. But the problem is that we complain a lot about maybe people maybe from coming from different places, coming to work in our country, coming to sell. But the problem is that there are a lot of opportunities. We just need to look at this opportunity, look at the problem, and then provide solution.
I love what you're saying is that there are many opportunities in South Africa, in our own communities.
Yes.
We just need to look for them. Look for what is the problem. Can I provide the solution? And if I provide the solution, can I make money when I do that?
Yes.
Fabulous. Thank you so much for joining us here on Business Beat. I certainly hope that a lot of people would be as diligent as you, especially young people. I have yet to meet another person with a 20-year plan that they've not only drafted, but stuck to.
Yeah.
Wonderful chatting to you. I wish your business every success. Thank you so much for the contribution that you're making to our beautiful country and for the jobs that you are creating through your paint business. Long may your passion for paint live. Thank you so, so, so much.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. If you thought that paint was just something that came in a drum that you put on the walls, there's a science to it. And if you really, really want to help South Africa, maybe it's time we start looking at the products that we are buying, the people who are applying the products, and understanding the value chain to make more than just pretty pictures or nice colors on our walls, in our homes, in our workspaces. Maybe what we ought to be doing is looking at what contribution we are making to South Africa overall if we apply that particular color on our walls. Until next week.